still eating this, you might want to stop because this everyday food could silently damage your liver, trigger joint inflammation, and clog your arteries without you even realizing it. People eat it daily thinking it's harmless, but inside your body it works like a slow toxin that builds up over time. And today I'm going to explain exactly what it does, how it affects your organs, and what you can do to protect yourself before it's too late. Hello and welcome back to the channel. Most people eat this food without thinking twice because it's everywhere in supermarkets, restaurants, and even in so-called healthy snacks. But when it reaches your digestive system, it triggers a chain reaction that your body struggles to control. This particular food contains inflammatory compounds and heavily processed fats that overload your liver's detox pathways. Your liver tries to break it down, but the toxic byproducts created during digestion can accumulate over time, leading to sluggish liver function, fatty liver progression, and reduced metabolic efficiency. Inside your bloodstream, the damaged fats from this food can harden into sticky plaque that clings to your artery walls. Over months and years, this buildup narrows your arteries, making it harder for your heart to pump blood efficiently. Reduced circulation means less oxygen reaches your muscles and joints, which is why many people experience stiffness, pain, and inflammation without ever connecting it to their diet. Your immune system also reacts to this food as if it's an invader, releasing inflammatory cytokines that worsen joint pain and accelerate tissue deterioration. So even though you may not feel the damage immediately, this food slowly weakens your body from the inside out, setting the stage for chronic disease. The liver is your body's main detox organ, responsible for filtering toxins, breaking down fats, and processing nutrients. When you eat this harmful food, the liver becomes the first line of defense. Instead of metabolizing natural fats and nutrients, your liver is forced to handle abnormal synthetic additives, inflammatory oils, and chemically altered compounds. Over time, this overwhelms hepatic cells and leads to fat accumulation, causing the early stages of non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. As the liver becomes strained, its ability to regulate blood sugar weakens, leading to energy crashes, cravings, and poor metabolic control. The enzymes responsible for detoxification slow down, resulting in a buildup of waste products that circulate through the bloodstream and contribute to systemic inflammation. What makes it worse is that most people continue eating this food daily, unaware that the subtle fatigue, bloating, and heaviness they feel could be early signs of liver stress. The liver is a resilient organ, but constant exposure to processed, toxic ingredients pushes it beyond its limit. And because liver damage develops quietly, many people do not discover the issue until significant harm has already occurred. Avoiding this food is one of the simplest ways to give your liver space to heal and regenerate. If you've ever wondered why your joints feel stiff in the morning or why inflammation keeps coming back, this food may be the hidden cause. It contains pro-inflammatory fats, especially omega-6 heavy oils, that disrupt the natural balance between inflammation and healing in your body. When consumed regularly, these oils promote swelling in the synovial fluid around your joints, making movement feel uncomfortable, heavy, or even painful. The chemical additives and preservatives in this food add another layer of stress, activating your immune system and causing it to release inflammatory cytokines. These cytokines break down collagen and weaken cartilage, the tissue responsible for cushioning your joints. This is why many people develop early signs of arthritis or accelerated aging of the joints without knowing why. What's even more concerning is that the inflammation doesn't stay limited to your knees or shoulders. It becomes systemic, traveling through your bloodstream and affecting multiple tissues. This chronic, low-grade inflammation is one of the leading contributors to joint degeneration, muscle soreness, and reduced mobility. If you remove this food from your diet for just a few weeks, many people notice a dramatic reduction in stiffness, swelling, and everyday discomfort. Your arteries are delicate tubes designed to carry oxygen, rich blood throughout your body. But when you eat this damaging food, your arteries take the hit. The processed fats inside it oxidize easily, meaning they turn rancid quickly once exposed to heat or oxygen. When these oxidized fats enter your bloodstream, they irritate the lining of your arteries, creating tiny cracks and micro-injuries. Your body tries to repair these injuries by sending cholesterol to patch them up. Over time, these patches turn into hardened plaque, the early stages of atherosclerosis. The more you eat this food, the more these plaques accumulate, slowly narrowing the arterial passages. This reduces blood flow, increases blood pressure, and strains your heart. As circulation weakens, your organs receive less oxygen and fewer nutrients. You might feel colder hands and feet, slower healing, reduced stamina, or brain fog. Many people blame age, but the real culprit is often dietary damage. Arterial stiffness caused by this food also affects your heart's workload. Every beat becomes slightly harder, increasing long-term cardiovascular risk. Eliminating this food allows arteries to recover, reduce inflammation, soften plaques, and improve blood flow, often within weeks. Inflammation is your body's natural defense mechanism, but chronic inflammation is destructive. This food keeps your body stuck in a constant inflammatory cycle that damages tissues, accelerates aging, and disrupts cellular function. It contains artificial additives, rancid oils, processed sugars, and chemical stabilizers that your immune system recognizes as harmful. Each time you eat it, your immune cells react with alarm, releasing inflammatory chemicals. As inflammation rises, your liver becomes more stressed, trying to filter out the waste. Your arteries swell slightly as they attempt to handle the inflammatory load. Your joints begin to ache. Over time, this becomes a repeating cycle. The more inflammation you have, the more sensitive your tissues become to even small triggers. This inflammatory storm also interferes with hormones, particularly those related to stress and metabolism. Cortisol spikes, insulin becomes less efficient, and your body stores more fat around the abdomen. That type of visceral fat directly increases inflammation even further, creating a dangerous loop. Breaking this cycle requires removing the root cause, and this particular food is often the biggest inflammatory contributor in modern diets. Once removed, inflammation decreases, energy stabilizes, and the entire body begins to reset. You might wonder if this food is so harmful. Why is it so common? The answer is simple. It's cheap, easy to produce, and has a long shelf life. Food companies rely on highly processed oils and artificial ingredients because they reduce production costs dramatically. This food stays fresh, looking for weeks or months, making it profitable for manufacturers and retailers. Marketing also plays a major role. Labels like low-fat, baked, light, or natural flavors mislead consumers into believing this food is harmless or even healthy. But behind the packaging lies a product filled with artificial stabilizers, chemical preservatives, and inflammatory fats that your body cannot process effectively. Restaurants use this food because it is easy to prepare quickly and tastes addictive. Fast food chains rely on it as a core ingredient because it triggers cravings, making people return for more. Even health-conscious people fall for it because it comes in organic or gluten-free, versions that still contain the same damaging components. The ubiquity of this food makes it feel normal to consume, but its hidden impact accumulates slowly. Understanding the truth empowers you to make better decisions, break free from marketing deception, and protect your long-term health. Many people don't realize their symptoms are linked to this food because the effects are subtle at first. You may notice slow digestion, bloating, or mild fatigue after eating it, but chalk it up to stress or age. Over time, the signs become more noticeable. You may experience recurring joint pain, stiffness in the morning, or a heavy feeling in your limbs. These symptoms indicate inflammation caused by the toxic compounds in this food. Your skin may also respond. Breakouts, rashes, or dullness can appear because your liver is overworked and unable to filter toxins efficiently. Some people even experience headaches or brain fog after eating this food due to reduced blood flow and inflammatory responses in the brain. Metabolism is another area heavily affected. If you feel tired after meals, struggle to lose weight, or constantly crave salty or fatty foods, this food may be disrupting your hormonal signals. Circulation issues such as cold hands or feet, tingling, or reduced stamina can indicate arterial strain caused by oxidized fats. If these signs sound familiar, your body may be signaling that it's time to eliminate this harmful food and give yourself a chance to heal. Removing this food from your diet doesn't just stop the damage. It begins the healing process. People often notice improvements within days. Inflammation decreases, energy levels rise, and digestion becomes smoother. Your liver begins to process nutrients more efficiently once it no longer battles toxic fats and additives. Joint pain often decreases significantly as inflammatory cytokines lower and synovial fluid becomes healthier. Many people report waking up with less stiffness and improved mobility. Blood flow improves as arteries relax and inflammation subsides, delivering more oxygen to tissues and boosting overall function. Your skin also responds quickly. With reduced toxins and better liver performance, complexion becomes clearer, brighter, and less irritated. After a few weeks, metabolic improvements follow. Cravings decrease, weight regulation becomes easier, and blood sugar becomes more stable. Long-term benefits include improved heart health, reduced risk of chronic disease, and better hormonal balance. The body has an incredible ability to repair itself when given the right environment, and removing this harmful food is one of the most powerful steps you can take toward restoring vitality, strength, and longevity. You don't have to give up convenience or flavor when you remove this harmful food. There are healthier, nutrient-rich alternatives that support your liver, joints, and arteries instead of damaging them. Start by replacing processed oils with cold-pressed olive oil, avocado oil, or grass-fed butter, which contain natural fats your body can actually use. Instead of choosing packaged snacks, opt for whole food options like nuts, seeds, fruit, or homemade trail mixes. These provide clean energy and antioxidants without inflammatory additives. If you enjoy crunchy foods, try Air Pop popcorn, roasted chickpeas, or baked vegetable chips. They satisfy cravings without harming your organs. For meals, choose lean proteins, wild-caught fish, and plenty of leafy greens. These foods support detoxification and reduce inflammation naturally. Fermented foods like yogurt, kimchi, or sauerkraut help balance your gut microbiome, which plays a major role in reducing systemic inflammation. Hydrating properly with water, herbal teas, and mineral-rich broths also enhances liver and artery health. By making these swaps slowly and consistently, you can transition away from harmful habits without feeling deprived. The key is focusing on whole, unprocessed foods that nourish your body instead of damaging it. If you continue eating this harmful food regularly, the consequences accumulate silently. Liver damage progresses slowly, often without symptoms, until it becomes serious. Joint inflammation builds up, making mobility more difficult over time. Arterial plaque continues to harden and narrow your blood vessels, increasing your risk of high blood pressure, poor circulation, and long-term heart complications. Your body sends signals long before major health issues develop, but many people ignore them because they seem small or unrelated. Fatigue, bloating, stiffness, cravings, headaches, and skin issues are all early signs that your body is struggling to handle the toxins from this food. Ignoring these warnings allows damage to continue unchecked, but removing this food now gives your body a chance to heal, restore balance, and regenerate. You deserve a healthier future, one with more energy, less pain, and better overall well-being. Your life doesn't need to be controlled by inflammation, weakness, or chronic discomfort. The change begins with a single choice. Stop eating the food that harms you and start choosing foods that support your longevity. Your body will reward you with better health, clarity, and strength. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs this information. And don't forget to turn on notifications so you never miss our next health breakdown. Your journey to better health starts today, and we're here to guide you every step of the way.